1 second. I'm still trying to set up my audio, so I don't know how well this is gonna go. It's been for a while since I've tried to stream. Let's see. Copy link. Having to send the stuff. I might have to cut this out after the stream. Let's see, I'm live. Put that in the Discord, and then I have to do my Instagram. Let's see. Oh my god, there's House Husband. What's up, big dog? First one here. Oh no, you lost your cell phone? Oh no. I'm so sorry, Derek. Thank you for joining. How have you been? What? Wait. Doodles! Oh my gosh! Menace! What's up? Sorry, I was looking at a separate screen and I couldn't read it. It said doorbell for me. What's up? What's up? What's up? Have you been? What are you doing tonight? I'm going through the media channel within the Discord, and I'm trying to find some good, like, something I can do in, like, 2 hours worth, or probably I can do, like, I can do 1 drawing for 1 hour, wait, 2 drawings, 1 hour each, or I can do 1 big drawing, for 2 hours. In fact, I don't think it's a good idea to work at my age, but I hope to get my phone back. But yeah, focus on school when you can. It's the only time in your life you get to do it. You get to work for the rest of your life. So focus on your education. Salutations. Snives! Oh my gosh, what's up, big dog? I haven't seen you, like, I know, we were talking last week. Hey, how have you been? Maybe I'll get my pic featured, maybe. Oh, maybe. School first, don't try to grow up too fast, enjoy your youth while you can. Absolutely. How's this week going? Well, it's only the first day, but pretty good. I'm trying to start off with a bang for this week because I'm trying to get back into streaming. And last time I got, like, caught up because of Inktober, and then I think I was also trying to do it when I was doing Art Fight, and that was very tasking, and I got really burnt out really quick. So I'm trying to find out a different way. So I'll be trying to stream twice a week still, but instead of, like, doing more streams, I was thinking of, like, doing a group Discord event every single week. I'm still debating if I want to record those and then take the extra time to, like, cut them down. But I think it'd be really fun to, like, have you guys, like, all of us together recording, so I could have, like, my friends and we're all playing together. It's been too long for the streams, bro. I know, Linus. I've been meaning to get back, but I also wanted to make a new character. And so she was my profile picture, but so many people, like, got mad with it. My cell phone screen went out. I'm 12. You're so young, and you were doing so good on those edits, dude. When you get your phone back, keep working on your edits. They were so good, guys. Yo Soy Derek used my GIFs. Like, he made, like, a really cute, like, video with, like, music and stuff. It was so cute, and that's how I found him. I was like, thank you for using my GIF. Because I type that on stuff when people use my stuff. Because it's so, I like seeing it used. But yeah, big dog here. Very cool, very cool. So I'm trying to post, I get distracted talking. I'm as I should on here, but I have to make a story announcement so people on Instagram can see. Come join the live. I probably should have used my thumbnail to put it on, but you know what? They get to see this half-drawn whip of I did. Let's see. If you guys want to submit some pictures, yeah, but let's do that. If you guys have any like pictures you want drawn, just go back into the media channel, and I'll just pick some recent ones. So remember the Queen drawing live stream? Yeah, that was crazy. What was even crazier is the Baconator live stream got Wendy's to follow me. So now I'm like wondering if I should do like branded corporate like live streams to see if like I'll get like followed back or like sponsorships that way. Like that'd be so funny. Like Wendy's followed me. Why don't I just like live stream be doing like Burger King, or I really want Lowe's Home and Improvement to follow me, but we'll see. Well, the good thing is that I have a job. Make sure to save up. Start your retirement early. You'll be thousands ahead of your generation. How to get sponsored 101. Yeah, just do free work. Those would be crazy. I know. Like, look at me. This is what they want the face of their sponsorship to be. Little me. I still haven't done it. I've been posting this. Wait. Let me lock in. Lock in one moment. Because I can't talk and do this at the same time. I'm too stupid. There. Okay. I am here. I'm just trying to... I unfortunately can't think if I'm typing. Okay. Let's see. Any pictures? Any fun pictures? I'm still seeing, like, I have one picked out, which I'll probably start with this one, and then if people want to start submitting, I'll do that instead. Let's see. But yeah, let me get back up my chat on my phone so I can see it on my lap. You can think, how do you do that? Well, unfortunately it's by colors, so that doesn't help that I get white and yellow confused too. Like, I have to think in colors. Do you like Marco XO? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Yo, first stream of yours that I'm catching. How's it going? It's going good, undercover dog. How are you? Let's see. I'm really liking this image as on monitor. Doesn't that look good? I love whoever did this. I'm trying to find some good ones I have, but I can't find them for some reason. That's okay. I'm gonna try and do this in an hour, or less than an hour now. So it's 8:12. I'm gonna try and be done with this at let's see, 9. That way I can spend the other half of the stream doing another one of y'all's. Wait, my TV just put my other stream on. That's so cute. Okay, let's see. Let me know if I need to move the chat up a little bit, if it's weird on y'all's screens. I'm just doing it so when I'm like playing back the video I can see what was said, because memories, you know? I love my friends. I like knowing y'all. Oh wait, even if it's on the campus, it's still there? Wait, how do I grab it? I still don't know Krita, by the way, so we're still learning it together. I've drawn in here like a handful of times because I'm a Procreate girly. I don't like that it warps it weird. You'd think I can like lock it. That's kind of, I guess, the right dimensions of roughly. It's okay. We're going to be eyeballing it anyway. So we get this layer up here, or get this down here. It's not working. I saw the wife message. Hi, wife. Message redacted. What? I was even looking down. I just saw a Dory. It's my girl. That's my dog right there. That's this guy. My wife is the wrong couches. No, you're two different people. I have a bunch of wives, sorry. It's going great. I'm finally finishing the projects I've been working on for over a month. That's so awesome. Oh wait, which one was it? I noticed someone was talking about poetry. I meant to go back and look because I needed to go read it. The fish is here. I know the fish is here. Let's see. I want to do this. No, that's not what I wanted. I want to make, this is what I was wanting. So I want this. Okay, and then I want a bucket tool. Whatever that is. I don't really care about the color because I'm doing a base. I need to lock in and I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, there we go. Lock those two so I don't mess up. Hi, who's you? I'm sure you can't tell right now. I'm me. Howdy. How does it... Oh my gosh, hi Stone. What's up, big dog? Right now, I am trying to do this drawing on the left. Not this drawing. This picture on the left in an hour. So let me fix my image for you guys. It's kind of weird. Okay. Okay. So let's see. We're gonna be eyeballing the colors here. It's kind of like a layers locked. Oh yeah, I did it on the wrong one. There we go. Okay. So now I have to load the saturation. Trying to collaborate with me on a video. Maybe in the future we can. You'll have to DM me about it so we can have like an idea for it. But I don't mind doing collabs. I did a collab with one of my friends who's really into Kanye. And we made Kanye's Lemonade. And so I did one of the skits in it. Beatles knows me, I promise. I know everyone. What do you mean? Kappa. Oh my gosh, it's Barley. See, I know everyone. Okay, I think that's a good color there. Let's see, let me undo the bucket tool and the selection tool. And get my pen again. So let's see. I now have 40 minutes to do this. Let's see. Let's see, let's make it simple. Start with knowns. So we know that there's trees. Of course. Hi, DCFD. Come through here. I'm going to make a new video. Bye. Bye! I'm just mentioning right now. Can't wait to see it. Gotta go fast. I know. I have 40 minutes to do this one. Because I told myself I was going to do 2 tonight of y'all's pictures. Let's see. And then a new layer. Ooh, let's do it all in one layer. Let's test myself that way. That's more orange. But cooler. Yes, good start. Okay. I love these brushes. They're so painterly. You can get them for free on the Greta website. Oh, all your drawings and paintings. Thank you, DCFD. My biggest fan, for real. I still don't like how the color wheel is on this one. Like, I don't know. Like, I know this is probably more accurate because, like, the more darker you go, the less, like, middle tones there are. But I don't know. Like, I feel like the box is just so much nicer to see. I finished a wall clock. Yeah! That was the other project I saw today. I finished a wall clock for my mom and have, like, 2 more that I have to cut out and sand before they're ready. Oh, I love woodwork. I tried to do it, but the one class I did it in, it was like introduction to woodwork in high school. Let me know if also my mic cuts out. It's kind of hard. But anyway, I had to make a bread box, and I made one of the machines catch on fire, and then that was it. Second time I did, I had to like make a bowl because I was trying to make a wooden pendulum, and I wanted to make a bowl so I could pour sand in it so the pendulum could like make marks on the sand. But then I cut my thumb open, and then my dad had to like fix my thumb. So. Oh. Landscaper is always some of my favorite. I know, it's so nice. I love seeing how people like can make like so much abstract work with doing landscapes. I'm trying to do this on one layer too. Okay, I have 40 minutes. Let's see. I'm hoping because it's kind of like oily, wet brushes that they would like layer kind of nice and blend together instead of like if I do it on separate layers. Because like when you're painting, it has to be on one layer anyway. So like for anyone who wants to paint along, it's like how I would imagine it goes. I do need to start painting in real life again. I have paintings I need to do for Christmas, but I also want to do some like online paintings for friends. Static, I joined in, and the first thing I hear is a bread bowl somehow resulting in a machine catching on fire. Two separate instances, but yeah, I don't have a lot of great experience with woodwork, and so when I was trying to make like a wooden bowl for one of my college classes, because we had to make like wooden toys as like one of the assignments, I cut my thumb open trying to like chisel it. I don't know. I wasn't doing it correctly because I spent like 3 weeks trying to make a dent in this wood and it would just not go. And so then I took like a hammer and a chisel and that worked. But I got in trouble for doing it that way. But my dad has his own wood shop and he would drag me out there with him a lot. That's why I'm into woodworking. That's so cool. I know my grandma and my dad got me really into painting when I was little. But it was my middle school art classes that like kind of like really stuck out to me. I was like, I really want to do this more. Like, because I did like this wolf drawing. It's my first ever post on Instagram. I still have it up because that's like my first actual drawing I ever did. And she held it up in front of the class and she was like, this is what an artist is. And it just kind of like, that's just so cool. I like the intention. So I'll be honest, I do like the intention. I like people looking at my artwork and be like, oh, Doodles, that's so good. Like, I worked hard on it, I know. Like, you know, my dad's a woodworker. That's crazy. See, we have lost the skill and effort we put into as a society for artisans. Like, we used to have last names dedicated to like our jobs, like Smith, Fisher, like, you know, like all those. We used to like have those as a society. Banker, yeah. Now we don't. Now we've lost the trade. So I knew that there was like a trader shortage. I'm gonna start with the grass, not the grass's water here, because this is really fun. The sensitivity on this is really weird though, and I can't really zoom in either because of like, so y'all can see. So I'm working at like, what you see on the screen is how far away I have to see, instead of like zooming in and be like, oh yeah, making sure this looks so good. The water is super easy too, by the way. Like, you just have to take your landscape color, like the distance color, the color that's closest, and literally just scribble for the tops of the water. Where's my pen? Like, easy. This is literally so easy. Water, easy. Boom, boom, boom. And then if you really want to make it more watery, get this color again, the dark color, and go right under where your scribbles were. Sorry, I'm trying to find, like, and these are the ripples. You kind of want to follow where this movement of the water is kind of coming from. So this water is coming from like the background into here. So we're just going under here very lightly. adding these ripples. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. What program are you using right now? I'm using Krita, and I got like one of these cute little pink themes on it. Sorry, I keep losing, because I can't zoom in, I keep losing my size of, there it is, okay. There we go. Good. Just add ripples. Don't go too crazy, just here and there. I literally just like scratch the screen. And really play around with the light too. Like, light throws itself. So just like think about that. Like, just throw the colors. Don't. The more you think about it, the less natural it'll look. Just don't think. That's why I love doing landscapes now, because I really wanted to be better with like doing characters and stuff, which I still try to practice, because like I have to practice what like I hate doing the most. But oh, my ghost. My solo. Are you using Markiplier's brush? Void, I'm so sorry. I don't know that reference. What does that mean? What is Markiplier's brush? Let's see. Because also the water is touching this, it has to go darker. Let me see. Look at this brush. Meow. I know this cat in real life. His name's like Kitty Meow Meow. Where is he at? There it is. Okay. Let me increase my size. And this is too yellow. Now, let me go gray. It's his face, but it's his brush. No, this is one of the free brushes I got off of the Krita website. They have like this really nice resource page where you can download like free resources. Some you do have to pay for, but like the free stuff is fine. I like those. Let's see, and then trying to do rocks is going to be really hard because I don't like to do rocks, so I don't practice them, but that's okay. I said I had to practice stuff I don't like doing. So should I do that at some point though? Like take Markiplier's face or someone else's face? Okay, wait. Let me make this size smaller. Okay, yeah, this is better. This is better for a rock texture. It kind of like stipples around. That nice texture. And also, the further away it goes, the less like one, it will kind of lose its saturation because it's further away, but it will also like not be like, you can't see the individual rocks, so it just kind of blends together. But up here you do kind of see like the individual rocks, and so this is where it really matters the most. Let's see, there is kind of like this bluish color in here. That's too bright. I want to say that's more like this blue. And darker, maybe? Yeah, maybe? Can't really tell what that is. I know that's a shadow. It looks like a piece of log. Oh well. Let's see. It does kind of take this color again. I have 30 more minutes to do this, and I want to spend a lot of time doing those trees, but I feel like I should focus here. just kind of like makes or breaks the painting if like the high detailed stuff isn't detailed. Dude, why was I sleeping on this brush in the past? This is like such a nice stipple brush. Let's see. Okay, and then this middle color, I'm gonna say it's lighter. Maybe? I don't like that texture on there though. This is kind of nice. So then it kind of turns around. Yeah. I still kind of have to keep in mind, I have to fix this horizon here. And then it gets kind of messy over here because of where the water disappears, so I'll leave it be. Okay. Let's see, how am I going to push the trees? So I typically like to work from a darker color up to a brighter. Since when have you been drawing? My English is not that good. I don't want to sound it. No, you're totally fine. Like, you speak more languages than I do. That's already a win. Don't feel about like I'm being rude. You're good. Since when have I been drawing? I've been drawing. I've enjoyed since I was little, but I really sucked at it. I remember one time, I can't remember if I was in kindergarten or first grade, and these girls were making fun of me because I was making my clouds pointy. But at the same time, it was like at a point when I didn't have glasses, so I didn't realize like what things kind of looked like. I just couldn't see them very well. So I was just drawing what they looked like to me. They were just like a pointy. I didn't know like they were fluffy. And so like I just gotta remember that. But it wasn't until 7th grade of, I want to say, yeah, 7th grade, did I start like becoming more dedicated. So now I'm 23, and so, gosh, 10 years? My account on Instagram is over 10 years. So probably I've been drawing as an artist, like with an artist mindset for maybe 10, 11 years. Because I got into it when I used to play this game called Animal Jam a lot too, and one of my best friends for so long, she would draw our characters, like, like I never was a fur or anything, but I like anamorphic, like, story characters, so we would just play that all the time, and I loved it. It was just so, like, relaxing, but she would draw our characters, and I felt so bad because I couldn't really draw for her in return, because my art sucked, and she would draw so good. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get better. That way I could draw, like, our characters together. And that also kind of made me want to become more of an artist, because she was such an artist and a big inspiration to me. Even though, like, we don't talk anymore, I still, like, love to give credit to her. Like, she's the reason who I am today. And I probably would have never been an artist if it wasn't for her, too. Since you're an artist, can you give me your opinion on what basic color or colors would go best with walnut wood? It's a dark color, very dark brown. Animal Jam? I know, I loved Animal Jam. There's amazing. Can't imagine someone saying your art is bad. It's not very often. It was very hard to critique, but let me go back to Underdog. Let's see, it does depend. Is it a warm wood tone or is it a cool wood tone? All throughout heaven and earth, I alone am finally here. Thank you, Crazy Ninja. Don't worry, I'll be doing this in heaven too, so don't worry. I'm finally fulfilling God's purpose on earth. Like, this is what I was meant to be here for. And I'm so thankful that throughout everything I had to go through the past, like, few years, I finally have worked to get to this point. A cool wood tone? Maybe you're on the Discord. Remind me, I'll try to remember to grab it after, but I think, like, a really nice, like, saturated, like, navy blue, almost, like a dark, navy blue type color. I love that game so much, but I lost my count. I had a lot of legit rare animals. I know, I did too. I had so many rare stuff. Like, I had all the collars, I had all the headdresses. I was like the it girl on there. It was so fun. I had all the different houses. Like, I love decorating in that game. It was my favorite. Nightmare game. If it was around today, it would be. But, I did like that it was, like, because Discovery Channel owned it for so long, it was a really wholesome and, like, child safe game, but we don't have any, like, more child safe spaces online. They all got corrupted. Which is also why I wanted to be more open about, like, needing to make internet safety content for kids, because no content creators even talk about, like, internet safety anymore. Like, we talk about, like, doxing, grooming, and all that stuff, but no one actually, like, tries to make kids aware of it. Like, yeah, it happens in everyday interactions online. Thanks for the opinion. I've been struggling with that color. It looks best with the wood for a new project. Yeah, at me in a channel, and I'll try and get to it after this, and so we can, like, compare colors. It was a you had to be there type game when it was peak. It was, like, it was so fun. Like, when, what was his name? It was, like, that red and black wolf that everyone was, like, terrified of, and people would, like, dress up as him and pretend to be him. Like, thank you. I'm so excited. I love seeing people's projects. It literally makes my day when people, like, post and, like, critique and help. Like, Doodles, like, I need help in this. And then, like, even if I don't get to, but, like, other people are, like, helping each other. I'm like, oh, finally, the space I was wanting it to be is, like, thriving. Because, like, we all should just help each other. Let's see. I know a lot of people are also asking me to talk about, like, intercross drawing. I'm trying to think, like, what Thursday's stream is gonna be. Sorry for staying so short on your stream, but it's like 1 a.m. here. But I will be back in the next one. Good night. Bye, Boyd. Thank you so much for stopping by. Every little bit of time is so appreciated, so don't feel bad about leaving. I promise it doesn't hurt my feelings. Just being here is so supportive. Good night. It's like, at the end of the day, it's for me, you know? It's like, I was really struggling. It's like, oh, I don't want to make stuff and, like, do what other people want. So it's like, you know what? If all I do is just, like, draw landscapes every single, like, Monday and Thursday night, just so I can say, like, I did something, I'm okay with that. The people were asking me to also do a, that's too high up, but that's okay. Play Phasmophobia and, Chisel 2. So, unfortunately, they don't have Chisel 2 on PC. Damn, I was on the other tab for a little bit and, like, it's completely different now. Oh, working quick. I have 20 more minutes to get the trees done, and then I'll have to move on to something else, like, really fast. If you want something done, though, just let me know. I know, Spooky Game. I have the thumbnail made, because I was like, okay, I'm either gonna play it tonight or Thursday. So I'll probably do it Thursday night, because I can be up later that night. And I'm also, like, trying to plan, like, do I want to play it with people? Because I'd be really careful, like, who I invite to play games with, because, like, just language, I'd be really, really careful, because I want it to be, like, my stuff to be, like, it's not catered towards children, but I do want it to be child-friendly, to, like, an extent, so I don't know. New map out, it's gonna be peak. I've been hearing about that, like, they're adding lore now to the game. But I've also then seen, like, a bunch of people saying, like, Phasmophobia isn't a horror game. I'm like, it literally has jump scares. That's, like, the definition of a horror game. I don't know. Okay, I was on 18 for that brush size. And also, like, how I'm doing the trees. I'm literally just dabbing, so I'm just doing over and over. Get those off. Also do hope, like, someday people can, like, watch my streams. Like, yeah, Doodles, I would watch your streams, and it helped me so much in learning how to do, landscapes. Like, a dream. It's really a dream. We'll see. So, I've seen people say, like, my drawings can help them learn. Or, like, my really old speed paints, they would watch. They would come up in the feed. So I do hope, like, these... And that's also why I wanted to stream more on YouTube. Because I know some people are, like, saying, you should do TikTok. Like, you'd have better reach. I'm like... But people look for it on YouTube. I feel like if you're going to Twitch for streams, you're actively looking for the streamer to watch. You're not looking for people to watch. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me see what this says. Phasma for me is more the fear of knowing what's there, but you just don't know when or where it will happen. I got no ability to do landscapes. You can do it. I promise. It looks more intimidating than it actually is. The easiest way to start, I think, learning how to do landscapes is learn how to do clouds. Because I think the method that it takes to make clouds is like the same approach you'll take for every other painting. And then it won't be as like intimidating after. Then this does kind of take over the whole screen over here. Because this tree on this right side is like more up front. I'm probably going to use your video to learn Critta. Saw that one earlier. Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you have any questions too, you can just ask me in DMs and I'll get you. Stomach. Yeah, like when I had friends, I was thinking like it'd be kind of fun to like stream or record playing the Phasmophobia on Roblox, because I do like that one better. I think the maps are more fun and like the equipment is easier to use than in Phas. It's also not as heavy as a game. Like Phasmophobia is like such a heavy game to run for no reason. But what sucks is that because of how it's also ran, it's like the moment you're inside of a house, like after someone dies, the haunting event is like meant to happen, and so it's just kind of like it's easier when you know like how to play. Like I don't want to say like play the game because I suck at it. I'm a big baby, but expecting it is easier compared to like Phasmophobia. But sometimes it just gets to a point on like some difficulties where it's like just briefly stepping in the house for a second causes a haunting to happen, and so you can't even like do anything. It's not fun. Speaking of drawing clouds, Doodles has a previous cloud stream to look at. You're so right. I legit teach how to draw clouds for like the most basic tools of the Critta program, Stone Living. So if you want to learn how to do it, go watch my cloud video. I legit use the most easiest like I'm not even using these tools. I like these tools just because they're very painterly, but so easy. I feel like I use like 3 colors too the entire time. Like the most basic pen on here with the blur tool. Oh, there you go. I love that game, but my friend and I argue about who will be the van princess that round. Yeah, I'd have to alternate. Or whoever dies like last round has to like go inside again. Like being the van princess is a privilege. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. And again, just let me know. And I don't mind helping. So that's literally what like I really want my server to be, is like more traction. I'm so close to, I say it's so close, I'm still 300 people away, but like to be discoverable. Oh my gosh, it'd be so fun. I'm using this like stipple brush again, but I'm not even like using a lot of pressure. A lot of using pens is learning how much stabilization you want, how much pressure you're going to be using, and whether like you want it to be like right now I do have the opacity at 100%, but if I like lower it to 50, it has a way like lesser effect. Changes colors on that. So it will take a lot of trial and error to know like how you want to move your brushes. And it will change also per brush. And so it does take trial and error, but that's a part of like you have to make art that you hate in order to make art that you like. You know, I gotta link your older content. Ooh. Thank you, Queen. A real one, for real, for real. Let's see. Try and get these trees now in here. But that might be too small. And that's too big. I'll find that's too green. They are about here in this orangey color. And I think they're less easier to see. There we go. Okay. Right now I'm trying to get this area. That's too far to the right. Okay. Again, I'm also working on one layer too. So like, you can work on multiple layers if it helps you like space things out and like you can go back and erase things. But I try to also like paint, if I'm doing streams, I really want to try and paint as someone would in real life because I want my stuff to be for both traditional and digital artists. So on here, like you would probably have to wait a bit for the paint to dry. And I would also recommend trying to do brushes, like branches like these. Use a palette knife. I wouldn't use a brush to try and do really thin lines like these. Like just angle your palette brush to the side and like gently, like ever so gracefully touch your canvas. I need to fix like these lines to be more vertical. Because although trees don't really align right, when doing perspective, you'll find like there's only barely even one horizontal, which is the horizon line, but every other line in your drawing will be vertical. I left for 15 minutes and you got so much done. Thank you. I have 13 more minutes to get this done. I'm locking in this time. Other streams I was trying to learn the program and so I was like hurting myself, but I feel like I've, despite coming back, I can do it. Residence, good morning! Yes, since I don't paint. Any reasons why you don't use a small brush for the train limbs? Okay, one, it will depend like how far away they are. For like very tiny bristles, you can, but the idea for painting traditional is you're painting what it looks like, you're not painting what it is. A lot of people who paint, like hair for example, they get really caught up in trying to draw or paint every individual strand when you should be trying to paint the idea of it. So even now, like, I'm kind of going against that because I'm drawing every single like tree back here. But again, like, look at the time. Like, I'm not really thinking about it. I'm just kind of doing this, and I'm gonna have to go over it again anyway. So if I were to sit here and metistically, I think that's the right word, metistically. I have a degree, by the way. Just like agonize over where every single brush is gonna go, I'm gonna be wasting time. And so I just want to get down the information because once it's there, you can always come back to it and redo it. But I think because of how nature is, if you use a palette knife, it kind of gives it that more like, not like, yeah, it can be grainy, but it's almost a more natural, while like a paintbrush can make it more stiff. Meticulously. Look, I'm Southern, okay? There's some words I've just given up on saying. So, it's not for me. I've graduated. I am no longer in English. I'm at peace. Please respect that. You know. Let's see. Where's our heart? Where's our heart? Oh, that's a nice color. Also, I would highly against like any traditional artist to not use green paint. Mix your greens. I say it's like sometimes it does work. But I'd say for like these types of greens, making your own greens will give you such an array of different colors instead of using the green that comes out of the tube. Trust me, you'll see a difference. Like if you even want to just give it a try mixing like a different array of greens versus using the green from the palette and using different colors in that green. Again, maybe you like it, but that's just like my personal view. I think it looks so much nicer to mix your own greens. I missed so much. Why are my notifications so late? Oh no, Nomad, I'm so sorry. Thank you for joining though. You didn't miss much. We still have 10 more minutes of this drawing and then I'll have to do another. Let's see. Not just words. English is hard. English is hard. Like, I don't know if this is true. Like, you would think I would Google it instead of asking other people. But, like, is English, like, the only language that, like, you can develop lingos in? Like, you can use, like, LOL, BRB, WTF, SMH. Like, we're the only language, I think, that can, like, do that to words, and we can still collectively understand what we're trying to say. Like, yeah, there's lingo in other languages, but, like, how abstract can you get with it before, like, it loses all meaning? I'll have to ask. I'll probably have to join, like, an English server and ask. I don't like Googling anymore. I don't like asking questions. Because I hate the AI. I hate it so much. I feel like I'm going crazy. Hello, Doodle. It's me, Nobu. Hey there, Nobu. I don't like the guy you mentioned, so I'm not saying his name. Oh, welcome back, Derek. Let's see, some more greens in here. I'm kind of intimidated by this tree over here on this right side, but I only have 8 minutes left. So let's see. No, I'm not gonna draw feet. Maybe I've said if I can get like 1,000 followers on here, maybe I'll do a special. Whatever's popularly requested. So if you guys want to share my YouTube to all your buddies, all your school friends, all your other Discords, say follow this girl who just doodles that I'm friends with, you know, like we're pals. Yeah, English is the only language that uses abridging. Oh, that's, like, isn't that so cool? And, like, I get English is really hard to, like, speak at times, but I feel like maybe it's because I had a speech impediment and I only know English. Like, I feel like maybe English is, like, one of the easier languages to learn. Because, like, if you know the basics, you can pretty much speak it. Well, this dope VTuber. I know, I'm still working on my VTuber model. I got a headset, webcam. So we're going to be trying to get that working. I just suck at it. I've been trying to learn Blender, which I was getting better at the donut tutorial. But I kind of got myself stuck on just understanding it. Got to go. I have to get up early tomorrow. Good luck with your drawing. I'll send a Discord message later for the wood. Okay, bye. Bye, undercover dog. Thank you for staying, and I can't wait to see it. English is kind of easy to understand, but there's so much stuff that's so strange. For sure. Like, I didn't know until my junior year of high school the difference between a and an. I was just guessing the entire time. And my teacher was baffled. She's like, no one ever told you that? I was like, no. If you need help, let me know. So, isn't English one of the hardest languages to learn because the words like there? I mean, I picked up there and there and there. I understood and when I was told like how to tell the difference, but no one told me the difference. Like in other languages, like you have to guess what like the masculine and feminine tones are, but for like it's just whatever vowel's there, or if it's a consonant. Like that's easier to get than trying to guess the gender of a word. Like it depends what language you start from. English places subjects very weirdly compared to other languages when speaking in an active voice. I do get that too. Like Hebrew, for example, speaks backwards, but that also goes like a part of their culture mindset is like they always reflect on the past, while like other languages and cultures think of the future. This kind of like another one I think is like kind of the not nuances I think is the right word, but the differences between like how their languages develop into other languages. I don't like this as a small brush. I didn't realize I changed my brush. I was like, why are these branches really weird looking? Like they're like scratching like chalk. I don't like that. But no, that's because I was stupid. And that's a small brush. There we go. Sorry, my phone turned off and now I can't see. Yeah, I learned how to make models as well. It's just so weird, and paying someone to make a model is expensive. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay. I'd rather just learn on my own. I have a really bad case of like, I can do that, so I have to like do it myself, no matter what. Same with Japanese, which I really want to learn. I tried. I gave up. I gave up very quickly because, oh my gosh, I don't know if like anyone else remembers like the weeaboo and otaku stuff that went on in like the early and mid 2000s and 10s and stuff. Like before COVID, liking anime or wanting like to learn Japanese was like like almost like frowned upon. Like you get kind of like outcasted for it, but like now it's just like so mainstream, which is like it's nice. It's way better that way because like a lot of indie projects and a lot of animation is now being preserved. It's like artists, because of like all the AI, it's like getting the recognition it like deserves, which is really nice. But I just remember being called an otaku all the time in middle school because, I mean, to be fair, I did like Fairy Tail and Hetalia, so I was like, that's on me. I probably deserved it a little bit, but I don't know. Just think back on that a lot. It's like, this is a really weird era. I learned Japanese so bad, but I suck at learning languages. I failed 3 years of Spanish in middle school, and then I passed with D's for trying to learn German. To be fair, I hated my German class because we only went through the textbook. We didn't do anything extra to like actually learn. And she would teach the lesson. I hate it. I don't know why this was a thing with teachers. They will give out the lesson and the homework, but won't teach you what it is or what the words are. So you're just having to guess the entire time what words are. Because like we would do one day of vocab and then like 5 assignments on it, and I wouldn't have a clue what I was doing. And then she would make us stand in front of the room. There's a lot of times I just told the class like I didn't have it because it was so embarrassing. Like it was just horrible. Oh god, that sounds so awful, like an awful German class. It was, and like she hated me for so long until she realized I could paint because we would do like these German fairs and go to colleges because it was like a part of the curriculum. Like you had to go and like showcase like that you were learning German, that the teacher was teaching you German. And she realized like I could paint, so she was like hounding me forever to like do these paintings, which I finally did because I got credit for it. And again, I like the attention, so finally, because I was like almost a mute. I didn't talk unless I was spoken to. And so I just like, yeah, fine, whatever. But yeah, that's the only reason why I passed is because I would paint for her. And so I felt like German so bad. The teacher hated me, and the feeling was mutual. We had another teacher come in halfway that was from Germany, and learning from her was much better. Yeah, like, it just sucks when, like, you meet a professor or a teacher, like, you know they're smart, you know what they're talking about, but they just suck at teaching it. It's like, they're just also really rude. It's like, they're really rude, and like if you were just nicer, it'd be easier. That's how I felt with her. Like, I do remember some German. Like, I know how to count. That's it. I know dog is Hund, cat is Katze. But I could never figure out how to use der, die, and die. Like, it makes no sense to me. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, time's up. This is my painting after an hour of study. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Is it, like, an hour worthy? I'm trying to, like... What? Oh, okay, that's the background. I was confused. Like, why is that, like, being weird? Okay. Let me add a layer. And always watermark your stuff, because if you post it online and don't watermark it, people will take it and go on Discord and be like, hey guys, will you commission my work? Never fall for those. They're just scams. It makes me so sad when I see people, like, accidentally fall for them, because they want to support a small artist, but, like, artists will never DM you. If they do, that's really inappropriate, and they should not be DMing you anyway. It's very unprofessional. Let's do it down here. Yep. There we go. There's the first one. For an hour, looks awesome. Hi. Oh my gosh, hey there, June boy. What's up? Or they just can't teach you. Yeah. They just rely on textbooks. But here, let's see. Let's look for another one. Ooh. Well, since Linus was the only one who posted, we're gonna use Linus's drawings. Not drawings, his pictures. Let's see. I like this one. Let's do this one, because this one has a shadow. Let's see, let me close these, and then add a new one. Sorry, I can't read chat as it. We're gonna start missions for detail. Oh wait, let me do this real quick because I can't read the tiny screen on my computer. Let's see, I did this one. This is such a good, I love the other pictures you sent, Linus. I'm gonna do this one because I think I can do it in 30 minutes. And then let me get my selection tool. Fill this out. And then get that. Lock that. Get my brush. Okay. Let me get my phone back up. It turns off. I keep trying to like tap my phone because I can't see it. When are you gonna start commissions for VTuber models? I'm not, because I just suck at it. Unless you mean like my PNG that I'm using. I'm sorry, Menace, can you ask again? I don't think I'm understanding. Such a pretty view, isn't it? I just posted some other stuff that's like really pretty. Let's see, I locked that, and that's locked. Okay. I'm gonna start with the sky. Let's see. I think that's a good color for that left side. So now let's take this color, make the brush big, and this is the direction the sun is. PNG model with separate expressions, perhaps? Let's see. I would open my commissions. It's just with Christmas coming soon, I do have plans for like Christmas gifts of drawing out for my friends. So I'll have to like prep for that. And I'm also still working on a wall mural. I sent you Portugal pics a year ago. A year ago, June. A year ago. I need it for right now. I appreciate the flat state I live in, but there's nothing better than having mountains as your view. Absolutely. Like, I love my state. I love being like, where else in the world besides like the Midwest can you see in the horizon in all directions besides the ocean? Like, there's nowhere like it. It's so pretty. We went to the south to see the mountains that are between it and Slovakia, and this was near the top of the largest mountain there. Oh, that is so pretty. Thank you for sharing. Did the mountain range, like, or mountain have, like, a name? Can do, like, a quick, like, lesson plan? Oh, wait, wrong brush. There we go. Michigan, we have the problem of Ohio to your south at all times. I mean, to be fair, it's also Michigan. I mean, like, is that any better than Ohio? If we're gonna be real. I'm gonna do another commission from you once they open again for a gift, so please do me when they're open again. Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it and I can see. It's just, I don't want to openly, I might have to do, like, slots and say, like, oh, I'll only be accepting, like, 5 different ones. But it also does have to depend on, like, their difficulty, because some people do ask for, like, complex stuff, like, that is outside of my style, and I'm like, I don't do those. Have you seen what I've drawn? Like, that's always, like, I struggle with it. I try not to say no, because, like, it's still, like, a learning process thing for me. Like, oh, yeah, I get to still learn how to do it. But it always kind of, like, throws me off when people, like, will see my work, which I guess, like, I am pretty flexible doing both landscape and animes and realistic and cartoon. But, like, they'll just ask for, like, the most craziest things. I'm like, I guess I can do it, but, like, I do clouds and anime girls. Like, I'm not really experienced doing, some of these things. But no, yeah, PNG tubers I can do. Like, I like doing them. Torsos ups are fun. Like, what I have right now going is so fun. It took me like a day to do this one. The other one I did like in an hour. Because I was like, okay, I need to sketch this down really fast because I just want to see like what I'm doing. Okay, so this is part with the base. You know, dang well, I know you're already still love it. Yes, I know, I'm not talking about you, I promise. It's like, I'm trying to think, like, what was my weirdest commission I ever got? Because there's a few. One time this guy, like, was asking me to paint, like, this fire hydrant that was on fire when I was in high school. And at the time, I only did, like, anime girls. And so I was like, I guess. Right now, I have a commissioner who, I don't want to say commissioner, a client, who wants me to do, like, Native American, artwork for him. Which is fine. I love doing it. It is really fun. But it's just so outside of what I do and my style. Like, I have to teach myself how, like, teach myself native artwork and how they approach it. Just so I can mimic it. It's just, like, it's so different. Because, like, here I just scribble, like, do whatever. But, like, I'd be really precise. Like, especially in line art, too. People ask me to do, like, tattoos for them. And I'm like, I don't do strict, like, hard, like, good line work, though. Like, I have a very shaky hand, which is why I like doing it this way, because I don't have to think about it. So, gotta work with what, you're familiar with and are good with. The mountain range was the Tatra Mountains, and the particular mountain we were hiking up was called Risi. I'm probably butchering these, I'm sorry, I'm Southern. I think it's actually what is casting the shadow on the right. Oh, that's so neat. That's huge, too, for what the sun looks like in the sky. You want to respect it. I get that. Absolutely. Like, so I have to, like, teach myself how to do it, because I don't want to make, like, a mockery out of it. Because, like, living here, like, we love Native American culture. Like, it's very important to the land here. Um, it's just out of all people, you know, why me? It's like, I don't have an ounce of Native blood in me. Like, I'm just Irish and Scottish and all that. So, it's fine, it's fine. It's fun. This is way harder than I thought it'd be doing on one layer. Sorry, I'm like locked in, so it is harder for me to talk because I'm trying to like. You know what? Maybe I'm going too small. Let me go to green. Let me get this colors. Maybe I'm going too like detailed, too fast. Let me get the rest in. Maybe that will help because there is some yellow in here. And then we'll go to green. Go darker green. I think that's okay. And then there is, like here, the shade. Okay. And then there will be some green here, but then the distance kind of cuts off because this is like a really close green to the viewer. And then as we get further away, it will kind of mix in with the trees. And then it goes with the horizon. So let me get this green, which is cooler. Nope, way darker. Okay. Let me make my brush smaller. Kind of going this way. If I was also on more time and also like not one layer, I would do like all the trees normally, ignore the shadow as I draw, and then just add like a dark green multicolor layer to lower the opacity, and that would be like a simple shadow. I wouldn't be like painting each color different. But because I am doing it on one layer, I have to do it this way. So let's see. So this bunch of green is like right here, goes down, and my dog is scratching at my door, but I can't get her right now, so she'll have to wait. My poor Tilly Ruhu. I keep trying to get my bosses to let me take her to work, but she's such a rat. She's just... I really love her with all my heart. Let's see. See, I feel like that brush isn't working. It's not cutting it. It's not cutting it. Because what I was doing, I was focusing on the small details too fast. I would die for Tilly. She's adorable. She's a little rat, and she's a barrel. Like, and she doesn't even get overfed. I don't know why she's fat. She doesn't have any problems. She's very bow-legged. She has very skinny legs. She has a little skinny head, and then she's just fat. Like, I don't know what her problem is. Let's see. I do love her though. She's so cute. Like, I wish I got more videos of her when she's playing, but I like just forget to because I'm so locked in. She's just fluffy. She is very fuzzy. She, like, looking at her, you wouldn't think she has as much hair as she does, but she has so much freaking hair. But she does the most cutest. I don't think I've shown it in the. I don't post it very often. I will show pictures of her, but I don't think I show her playing or talking. But she does like this most cutest ang yang 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 sound. It's so cute. And she screams a lot. She screams at people, which is like on brand for her being a Chihuahua. But I wasn't expecting her to be like that much of a nuisance. Like I had a Chihuahua before her. Her name was Piper, and she was an angel. Like, she was the opposite of what you would think Chihuahuas were. Your dog is a sin of gluttony in dog form. She is. She's such a rat. Okay, when I got her, like, cause Scout is an angel. I would never say anything like bad about Scout ever, 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 cause she's just a baby. But she's 11, but she doesn't like not pineapples. You don't feed pineapples to dogs. Sorry, watermelon. She doesn't like apples. She doesn't like baby carrots. So when I got Tilly, when Tilly was a puppy and she was like still in that biting phase, I got her like a bunch of baby carrots and apples. One, because that's also what I eat, so I didn't like just get it for her. We would share. But I would like feed it to her. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute that like she'll eat these. And then she just eats poop. My dog's name is Scout as well. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Scout is such a good name for a dog. And like, especially when they're just perfect. Like, I love Scout. Like, if you don't like Scout, you can just unfollow me. Like, we don't take Scout slander. Tilly slander we'll tolerate because she screams at Scout. So. And she like unpotty trained herself. Okay, this is so crazy, okay? So Tilly doesn't know the word treat. I do have to spell it out because Scout knows the word treat. But Tilly doesn't. Tilly only knows 2 words. Potty and outside. Those are her favorite words. She goes crazy when you say it. But she will potty in the house. Like, I'm like, you were just outside. I think it's just because she gets really excited. She can't control it. Like, I think it is something like just her not thinking about it, even though like she does know, she knows. But she's just so silly. My family had a dog named Scout as well, but we don't talk about him much anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. They're all in doggy heaven, and they're hanging out with Piper, and it's great. It's amazing. Like, they're all such good babies. Okay, I think now the top of this mountain is kind of coming together. I'm gonna have to rework the shadows, but like, again, like, just don't think about it. Just like do scribbles. Although keep in mind too, like the vertical lines I was talking about, very important when trying to do like rocks, because the perspectives of rocks can be really hard to kind of do, but. Always focus where this light source is coming from. So this side would be brighter because this is where the sun is facing. This side, not so much. You can also change the size of my brush, but I don't want to work too small, so I'm not thinking about it. I'm just kind of doing scratches. Let's see. Down here, goes like this. I might come back. Wait, this one, and then, yeah, here. It's throwing me off because I don't have this shadow between the middle of them, because I didn't, I saw what I was doing. Man, every time I see your work or have watched your streams, it makes me want to do some art as well. Why are you so inspirational? I that makes my day. Like, that's what I really want to do so much, just inspire people. Like, you can do it too. I believe, like, you can do it too. These brushes are free, Crit is free. If literally anyone can just join me right now and start, like, drawing along with me. There are some, like, I thought about, like, some ideas, like, for drawing streams, like, oh, come draw with me, actively draw with me, but the downside is, like, people will draw inappropriate things because they think it's funny. But, I don't know, if I get more art friends together, I think it'd be really fun to, like, do a collab drawing on Livestream. And so we all draw on the same canvas at the same time, and we won't plan what we're drawing, we just start doing whatever. So, I'm gonna start sketching in the background right now. Yeah, like, that's what I love to do, like, because, like, it's so hard to, like, sometimes just sit down and draw, but, I was thinking in my server, too, like, every Tuesday, we'll plan, like, events, but I think if nothing is planned, like, we'll just sit there and draw together for 2 hours. That way we're still getting, like, our creativity done, like, I don't know, I think that would just be really fun. Also, a small snippet, when working in the background, like, the further away towards the horizon you go, the less saturation you're going to have, but they're also going to be more bluer toned. If you're working with, like, orangey colors, don't go more blue, go more with, like, a grayscale, because you're having to work around the color wheel. This isn't a good example of what, like, it doesn't show it very well, but, like, you're kind of wanting to get from this orange, from this orange to this blue, and I wish it would show it better, but you kind of have to go in circles around the color wheel instead of, like, you can even make this kind of go into, like, an orange hue or greener depending what direction, like, the environment is. I neglect art so much that I haven't drawn since, like, day 7 of Inktober. Inktober is so hard to, like, commit to, especially because I was trying to do it, like, have stories underneath them. Because I was like, okay, I did Tabitha, like, for 4 years straight for Inktober. I should try and focus, like, not doing her so I can focus on world building. Because everyone's like, oh, what is this story you're working on? Where can I read this? I'm like, I'm still working on it, like, 8 years later, because I keep rewriting it. Now I have the plot. I do have the plot now, so that's good. Reading your story and seeing the art with them is really awesome. It makes me want to write more and do more art with it, too. Thank you, Nomad. And see, like, you remember, like, the really old stories. Like, how long it's been taking me just to, like, get the plot together. Which is crazy, because it wasn't until I rededicated my life to Christ that I, like, get the inspiration to having, like, Christ be actively in my story. And that's what caused my art to blow up and my community to get, like, bigger, which is, like, amazing. It was hard because, I did lose all my friends I had in real life, and a lot of other people that I knew for years. But you know what? I find it more rewarding to serve His will. And if that was what I had to go through, I would go through it again and again just so I can serve Him, you know? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the loss. Amen. Absolutely. Because I didn't realize that He was taking people from my life who just wanted to see me not thrive, and I didn't know that. Like, it just was, maybe they even didn't realize, like, they didn't want to see me thrive. But after I became more vocal about, like, hey, like, because I was really hesitant, like, I've been slowly being more open about it online, like, hey, I'm actually Christian, I'm trying to serve Him. Like, people would say, like, just, like, nasty things to me, and even though, like, I don't think I say nasty things, like, I'm not, like, the type of people who will, like, call people out. Like, I do have my own views on things, but, like, I'm not gonna harass anyone. That's not, like, what is the point of being Christian anyway. If it has to become a fight, it's not for the Lord anymore. You're just fighting to fight. And so I just don't engage in that. It's not worth it. Because that's not what Jesus would do, you know? I read the thing where it's like, people will beat the Bible only once in their life, be that example. And so it's like, okay, like, it's really kind of hard to live that way, but I knew when I saw that that was him speaking to me, so I had to, like, fix my behavior. I was like, oh, okay. I'll do that now. Go forward. I get it. Hang on. Oh, that merges. That's not what I want. There's like the downside on working with one layer is like, because I'm using like a oily brush, it's going to mess like and push all my other stuff I was working on. Because I want to get, I should have done darker. Because I want to get the shadows. It's easier to work on top of shadows than add shadows. But yeah. Misery loves company, and when they realize you're not taking the bait, they will move on. They did. And that's okay. That's totally okay. They're welcome to. I don't ask people to stay in my life. I do struggle to reach out. Mostly because I don't like being a burden to people, and I have a really bad, I don't want to say it's a bad mindset, but I do just expect people, like, if they want me to know something, they'll tell me. So I don't go out of my way to interfere unless it's like important, like I notice like, oh, they had someone pass away, or like just kind of like that, like, hey, I'm praying for you, I'm thinking of you. But other than that, I don't reach out on my own very much. I do realize some people take it as like I'm not like wanting to be their friend anymore, which is not true. It's something I had to work on, I know. One clear reason why I enjoy seeing you and your work. Your faith is really seen in everything. I'm also a sucker for medieval fantasy, so mixing the two is just take my money minute for me. Steve, like, okay, I'm gonna be real. I've been so mad that there isn't any good romance, like, animes or anything stories. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start making my own. But like, I wanted it to not just be about like inappropriate stuff or stuff like, there is that stuff in my story, but I wanted to focus on like the different types of love that someone can have for each other, because hate is easy to have. We've seen it in like the past 5 years, how easy it is to hate someone. Loving someone is so much harder, because it's like you have to actively tell yourself to do it, and people think love is easy. It's not. It's something really hard. I want a classic medieval romance anime. That's what I'm trying to do. It isn't enemies to lovers, but at the end of the story, it is a happy ending, because I also want to push the belief that like God does all things for good, and so no matter how dark things can be, there's always going to be light at the end of the tunnel, because that's just who God is. And I've definitely been there and felt that. Yeah, that would be sick. Medieval stories or shokas. I know, they're so cute. I'd be like really firm on the timeline, like, too, because sometimes like some medieval stories, like you'll see like manuals and stuff. That's just okay. Fairy Tale, for some reason, I thought was like a medieval like story, but then they had cars. Or Naruto had computers, and so I was really confused on what the timeline is. Like, what was the time phrase? Not timeline. What's the word I'm thinking of? Era? Time era? Oh my gosh, I have a degree. Time era. Something like that. Time period. Oh my gosh, I forgot. But yeah, the time period, I never know what they are, so I have to be really strict on like what is being like allowed, because even like in some D&D, like they allow like certain like modern stuff to be there, like working electricity lights or like fire that never goes out. Like that too is because like light is really important to our story. Light is a currency, and so I don't know, just light never seems to go out unless it's convenient in stores. So I don't know, I really am trying to be more aware of that when I'm writing. I think I missed one. I'm truly sorry if this is too personal, but how did you end up becoming Christian? No, it's not too personal. I think it's a great question. So I've been Christian my whole life, but I say like rededicate my life to Christ is when I was in college, I was a first art education major, and then I was an art administration major. But because of where like I went and the people around me, and also it being 2020 to 2024, um, I do think the politics really intervened with how much I could express myself as a Christian. I felt very shamed for being Christian, and like being more conservative in my mindset on my traditional views because of my faith and everything. I was called a lot of really nasty names that aren't YouTube friendly. um, I was really ostracized a lot. I was left out of stuff because of my faith, and people were uncomfortable with me. And I tried really hard to be like very chill, very tolerant, because like at the time it was like a compliment to be told like, "Oh, Doodles, I didn't know you were Christian," because it meant like I wasn't being pushy. But, but my late junior, early senior year semester, someone told me that again, and I can't even remember who it was, but I just remember hearing it. It's like, "Oh, Doodles, I didn't know you were Christian," and that was like the biggest slap to my face, because like, what do you mean you don't know I'm Christian? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? And it like it unsettled me. I felt really disturbed by that thought. And so I spent a lot of time, and I was getting into a relationship I never had before, and I was kind of struggling because I was starting to graduate. I was having a door closed behind me, something new was coming, and I was facing a lot of uncertainty about like what direction I wanted to go in, because I wanted to teach, but then I was really scared about teaching. I didn't feel like it was the right place for me. Um, I felt like I was losing friends. I was kept getting ditched at places. I was being lied to and talked a lot behind my back. And I just finally felt like such a strong pull, like, you need to return to Christ. And so when I graduated, I got like immediately asked to work somewhere that I never thought I would really work at, and it had great hours. I knew the owners like my entire life, and so they were really chill. Like, they wanted me because like, yeah, like, we know you're an artist, and like, you're good with computers and you can do this stuff. And I was like, yeah, I can do that. And so the more time I spent like learning Christ, because I got this new job like they were asking for me personally for, and everything kind of else going behind the scenes of like losing friends, and just like that. I'm trying really hard to be vague, because I do want to be very respectful to those people who were very important in my life but aren't no longer here. But it was hard to go through, and I just knew the closer I worked on it, I needed to be there. I needed to be in this relationship with Christ, and a lot of people were upset by it. A lot of people felt like I was suddenly becoming very extreme, which I do think, like, I did struggle at first, because I felt like I was so far gone. I just, like, boomeranged into the other direction. And so I was really struggling, like, to find my middle ground and who I wanted to be, but also what my purpose was now that I graduated, because I just had my doors kind of closed on me. But I really wanted to work on giving my art to God, because for so long, like, I was like trying to figure out, like, well, why am I an artist? What is my purpose for being an artist? Why am I dedicating like my entire degree to this when I could have done something else? Like, because a lot of people, like, I was told never go for a fine arts degree by my teacher in not college, my high school. And so I was like, okay, well, what am I now gonna do? Because I'm not comfortable being a teacher, but I really want to teach people. I just don't. I felt like I wasn't ready. It wasn't calling for me yet. But that was because I was being called in another direction, and now I am so happy with what I do. I love helping people. I love teaching people. I love listening to people. So I try and also do that too online, like when I'm trying to help people learn how to do art. I like listening to people's stories. So, like, kind of a long story, really short, but I've always been Christian. I just had to, like, I felt very lukewarm for a very long time, and I knew, like, I should return to Christ because I wasn't actively having a relationship with him. And I felt like I was being a hypocrite by saying I was Christian but not being Christianly, because people who saw me didn't know I was Christian. Like, I had one guy, I kid you not, I was sitting, this always stuck with me. It's like kind of like the turning point too, where I was like kind of getting really frustrated with the people in my life. Was I was sitting in a car with my friend at the time, and her boyfriend kept interrupting me the entire time, and so I just kind of gave up talking. I was like, okay, whatever. So I just like zoned out. So I didn't know what he was talking about, but she knew my faith. But again, like, I wasn't open about it, so I didn't say anything. Like, I just didn't talk about it. And this guy, the size, right as he's getting out of the car, after interrupting me the entire time, goes, yeah, I never met a Baptist who wasn't effing weird. And then just gets out of the car and closes it. And my jaw's dropped. Like, this is a guy who I, like, actively try to be friends with, and just insulted me straight to my face. And nothing, like, I felt so bad because I felt bad for him, because I was like, oh, I don't want him to be embarrassed for insulting me. Like, why should I feel embarrassed by that? That, like, I've always kind of, like, slept on that, like, thought, I was like, why am I embarrassed for his harsh judgment over something I didn't even do to him? But yet he's sitting there insulting me and my faith that I didn't even bring up around him. Like, I never shamed anyone for what they did, but yet for so long, like, throughout college, I had to be constantly insulted every single day. And I had to take it, and I had to be told, like, oh, you have to be tolerant, you have to be tolerant. And so it's just like, it got to a point where I just was fed up. And that was also part, like, why I was like, okay, I need to rededicate my life to Christ, because I'm not defending Christ. I wasn't defending him. And that moment always kind of sticks with me when I think about, like, my turning point too. Even though it wasn't the moment it turned, it's kind of like the part where I was starting to get really annoyed. I always kind of regret I didn't stick up for him. Like, I didn't, like, say, like, hey, like, dude, like, that's my faith you just said. You're calling me weird. And you know what? Maybe I am weird. That's okay. Like, he obviously didn't like me. So he would have liked me even better if, like, I said that. So it's whatever. But it's kind of like those things where I think God lets you know, like, who's for you and who isn't for you. And that's okay. That's totally okay. But it is hard to go through, I think, especially when you're kind of new to the faith, because I think it's Satan, like, testing you. Like, will you be willing to put up with this? And a lot of people aren't. And that's okay for them. They don't have to. There's no shame in that. They can't do it. That's okay. That's their choice. The Holy Spirit gave you a good wake-up call, and you took it to heart. And we're all called to be different. If weird is what we're called, then so be it. Absolutely. We all have different purposes for Christ. We're all meant for different ways of serving. Like, some people are good with ministry. I don't think I'm good with ministry, but I think I'm good with using my art to spread the Lord. Like, here, I really wanted to do that more. Like, I was kind of, it was last second, but my other drawing, my PNG tuber does have a cross on her, but on Cora, but I wanted to make it more prominent, so I had to redraw it. But I really wanted to, like, be more emphasis that I am Christian to people, but I still really want my space to be a very open, inviting space so people can have questions. Like, if you're gay, you're trans, if you're whatever religion, like, you're welcome to be here with me. You're welcome to learn from me. I think everyone's made, obviously everyone's made by God, so it's not my place to judge, but I think at the same time it's, like, my purpose, like, I think as Christians, to call out sin. Like, that's, but we're all sinners, and so it's a walk, it's a practice. We all have to be patient with each other. People cannot have the same beliefs and still accept one another. Unfortunately, there are some people who lack respect for others, and that is when your boundaries have to be put in place. Absolutely. And again, like, I think when a lot of stuff was going on a few months ago, I made it very known what my boundaries, what my beliefs were. People wanted to insult me, and I just left. It wasn't for me. Even if there was years, like, don't put years behind, like, how much mistreatment you'll, like, put up with. It's not worth it. If they're being shitty to you, then you don't have to stay there for it. Oh, sorry, Linus. I must go now, but I look forward to seeing the end process. See y'all next stream, for real, for real. Thank you, Linus, for joining. I know you're not here anymore, but I went on a yapping session there. But who knows? You know what? And that too, because I have also really struggled with wrath. I've been very open about that. Like, that's one of my things. I think I crash out a lot. I hold grudges really bad. So I have to be really mindful. But, like, don't lash out. Don't, like, hold it against them. Because you know what? Sometimes some people will surprise you. And they'll come back and apologize. And because you kept your mouth shut and you didn't, like, do your first reaction on wanting to insult them and criticize them for what they were doing, maybe they'll come back and apologize. I've had that happen, and I've mended friendships that I long to have again, and it's been great. Like, everyone's on their own journey too, and I think a lot of people don't want to give people that sense of credit. I learned the hard way a few times. Yeah, an eye for an eye would just make the world go blind, so better than to be patient, open, and kind than anything. Absolutely. At the end of the day, we are all very human. Give yourself some grace. Absolutely. Like, we all will falter. We've all kind of been like, oh, shucks, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I really like this, like, red that's in here. But this is so hard to do on one layer. So... Man. If I had a fan brush, I'd just go crazy. If I was painting in real life, I'd use that. I know there isn't red, but I do kind of like... I like that color. So, let's see, I'm gonna get this color again. Sounds like me coming back and saying sorry and shit for real. And see, and isn't that so cool? I was talking about this with Stone the other day, and it kind of like struck me. I didn't even think about it until like after I said it. Like this, I didn't feel like I was even talking. It felt like it was just coming out. But the fact that God has seen our worst. I was trying to say worst and worst at the same time. What words did I just say? Oh my gosh. But anyway, God has seen our worst moments, and He's seen all of history. Nothing we do will surprise Him. He knows that. But yet, He still decided to give His Son for us to forgive our sins. And Jesus actively, and still does to this day, reach for us, even if we don't deserve it. Like, there's no other love than that. And the fact that He, like, still did that after everything we did. And to say, like, oh, like, I don't deserve forgiveness. Why are you the one deciding what He does? Who gives you that right? Why are you allowed to say that? Are you God? Or is it just something you feel like for yourself? Because I feel like then you're taking away His I can't say omniscience. I can't say it. I have a degree, by the way. But it's like you're contradicting yourself on that, because like it's kind of like what I was saying about earlier. Like, love is hard. Love is something you have to actively have, but God has that for us already. And He knows, like, what we'll do. He knows we're gonna mess up. But it's the fact that we actively try to fix ourselves, and we try to actively have a relationship. Like, is it gonna be perfect? No. Are we gonna mess up? Absolutely. But the fact that we were better than who we were 2 years ago, and I'm saying that for myself, I'm so much better than who I was 2 years ago. We change. And it's about the patience and knowing, like, to let yourself be used for God's purpose. Like, I was really upset a few months ago because I was scared, like, I was losing followers because I was being more open about being Christian. Today, I broke 20,000 followers. Can you believe that? That's crazy. And Wendy's follows me. That's also a huge achievement for myself, because like 7th grade me, even college me, would have never thought like just doing a Baconator live stream would have Food Chain follow me. Like, that's so crazy. But like, that's just, he works in crazy ways. Congratulations on 20K. Thank you. I hope to get this to 1,000K. I don't know when. It'll be really hard. But I don't know. Maybe I have to get into like some girl world drama and get those people. Which I haven't even gotten much of a girl world update, because my favorite streamer, Elordi Storty, has been MIA for vacation, so I don't even know what's going on. Which, if y'all want that tea, I'll tell you, because I will talk about it forever. So I'm trying really hard not to. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how like the next few months go. Weeks, months, whatever. Again, at the end of the day, it's just so I can have my own recordings of me drawing. So I'm gonna have them in my room so I can listen back and like watch myself draw. So that's really what I really want to do it for, because I like just watching artwork. But they're always crazy. I like more low-key stuff I can listen to, so I don't have to watch, but I can like glance every so often. So when I come back and just see like, oh my gosh, how did I draw it that fast? Like, you know. And I still have, let's see, I have 15 more minutes on this drawing. So how can we detail it better? Because there is, I got a lot of colors, but I feel like I lost a lot of information. Maybe someday. If not, that's okay. It's for me. That's the point. Is this Doodle stream I have found? Of course, a Kiwi James. Welcome. A man I have never met before. Hi, Doodles. Oh my gosh. Solo Ghost XX joined, you know? The one and only. What's up? What's up? Yeah, I feel like I'm using the wrong color. I was. It's not the color I wanted. Let's see, I want this up. Sorry, I'm like trying to figure out where I was doing this part. Maybe if I fix the horizon. It's not the green, but we're taking some creative liberty. You think me a man? This is great. I think of you of a Kiwi. I better be the one and only Solo Ghost XX. I mean, there could be a Solo Ghost X. I haven't seen him yet though, so I think you're good. That's more yellow. Okay. At least you aren't half of Duo Ghost XX. Oh. Dude, Solo Ghost. When you get like a twin, that could be the name. This brush is so fun. Oh my gosh. Like look at these leaves. I'm not even doing like leaf brushes. I'm just like twirling my brush in circles. Let's come in here and very light pressure. I'm barely pressing down just to get the idea of trees in here. Like the reflective light on top of these trees. There we go. The way your shadows are on top makes it look like the huge fossilized school rising out of the mountain on top. Let's see. The way your shadows are at the top makes... Oh yeah, that's kind of eerie, huh? How to fix that? Your excitement and passion over art is always best. Thank you. I could talk about art forever. It's what I live for. It's so fun. Like, I could talk about colors, like, There's this really good documentary series. I think it's by the BBC, which I don't like them very much, but I do like this documentary where they talk about like the rarest colors on Earth. Like one is like ultramarine blue, one is gold, and I think the other is silver. It's like hour-long like history about the colors, and I like putting those on in the background. You are having so much fun. It's so funny. I am having a lot of fun just talking about colors and drawing. Like, and I would do this in my room for years, like by myself. Like I would talk as I would draw. So I'd be like pretending I was streaming just to like entertain myself doing clouds when I was learning how to do backgrounds. I would do that. That sounds like a challenge. It's so fun. Like, I wish people got as much enjoyment out of coloring as I did, because I think they would be really happy. So. Okay, but I do have a random question to ask you. As an artist, how would you describe color to someone who is blind? Doodles is a tweaker. I am a regular on Schizogram, which I think is really great to how to describe colors to someone who is blind. Let's see. My stream's about to go out on my TV, and I'm about to be really sad about that, because I can look at it. But let's see, maybe I would say by temperature. Think of heat, like the warmer colors, and obviously like the cool tones or cold being like the cooler colors, like blues and stuff. And so I would also start bringing introducing different types of textures for that. Did my stream go out? No, it's still on. Okay, I was really confused, like what that was about, because my TV went out and then it quit. But then my YouTube's fine. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I know your schizogram too well. Colors are my enemy. I don't remember the last time drawing in color. Focus on values first. Draw like. What's a really fun practice, so you don't even have to think about colors, is get out a color palette that like ranges in different values and different colors, and then make your screen black and white, and then draw whatever you want using those colors. Make sure to like click randomly, so like you can have some variety when you're like showing it later. But like you can use that way to really focus on the values, but then when you turn back on the colors on your screen, you have like, sorry, my GERD, you have like this really cool looking picture. Like I used to do it a lot. Maybe I'll do it some stream, like drawing in grayscale, and we can like play around with it, and I'll like show how to do it. But it's so cool because you see like all, like I like to do landscapes that way, because when I was learning too, because you make all these dreamy landscapes and they looked so weird. It was so fun. I haven't done it in a while, but I really do like it. It's such a fun way to learn how to do like colors with like values. I got I do know what this is, I just can't say it. I got synesthesia? Synesthesia? I'm gonna need one of y'all to tell me in BC what this is. I've got synesthesia. So I've always been able to relate like songs and voices to colors. Ooh, what am I? I have to ask, what am I? Synesthesia. A for effort, thank you. Stuff like that is amazing. It's so cool. I was like, I know you hear it all the time, probably like, oh, I'm so jealous to people who have that. But like, what do you see? What do you hear? Like, I have to be one of those people. Brush again. Your voice is like a turquoise blue. That's crazy, because that's literally like one of my favorite colors in real life. I know my stuff online is really like pinks, but that's because I just like consistency. And so like pink isn't even my favorite color. It's like my third. But because like Cora has reddish pink hair, everything has to be related to that, and I really like a picture I did of Call of Duty 1-for-1 team. So to like mirror that. So, but But I love blue. Turquoise blue. So pretty. That to the color of the sky. I always feel like I really like the color of the sky. Which I like spring. So I like those, the clouds that come out in the spring. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a grayscale stream because that's so fun. Oh yeah, it's a fun thing to have until the overstimulus hits. Yeah, but I could see that. Do you have it when your eyes are closed? Like, do you see the like different rainbow stuff like on your eyelids? Or is it just when your eyes are open? Are you even drawing? Yes, I'm at the rocks, but I'm doing the details, but I can't zoom in because, like, here, I'm like right in here working. If you watch the rocks, you'll see. I'm sorry. Here, I need to work actually on this back mountain. I've been kind of neglecting it. I have to keep it back so you guys can see the live stream and see the whole thing. Here, let me see, because it's like this. Yeah, you guys can't see the whole picture, and so I want to be able to show the whole. I've been having to work really small this entire time. I can't zoom in. Here. Isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh. It works better when my eyes are open. With them closed, I just get this kaleidoscope stuff. Yeah, I had the kaleidoscope stuff, but I think a lot of people have that. Isn't it just like the eyelids, like the light coming through our eyelids and the veins in there, and that's why it kind of looks like that? Like we're just seeing our veins, shadows. And the brain's trying to like make something up. That's why apparently we dream too, so our nervous system don't like, or not our nervous system, our immune system doesn't go for our eyes. Like that was a theory, like why we dream. Isn't that crazy? Or so we also don't go insane because like the brain has to like entertain itself for hours as we're sleeping, as it's also doing like a memory wipe. Let's see. Maybe I could work on adding more shadows again. But unfortunately for Solo Ghost XX, he can't see it when I do that. So that's gonna suck. See, I never used this tool here. I wonder if I can use like a multiply. Maybe increase the size, lower the opacity. Oh my gosh. That's cool. I love psychology and theories on dreams. I know, they're so cool. Like, I like the part where it's like, God will give us like visions in our dreams sometimes, and like that's why like there was a Michael Jackson. This is like so funny to me, but Michael Jackson. Oh my gosh, Michael Jackson! I cannot talk. I've been talking for like 2 hours straight, so bear with me. Michael Jackson would wake up like a dead of night, sweating because he would get like dream ideas, in his sleep, and he would be so paranoid that God was going to give it to Prince, so that's why he would like do all of his best work at night. So because he didn't want God to give it to Prince. You're gonna have to show me when I come visit, or else you'll get an 8-pound bowling ball to the head. No, dude, like my dislike list is getting so long already. Like I don't like Diet Coke. I don't like being hit repeatedly in the head with a shovel. Now I don't like having an 8-pound ball dropped on my head. Like the list goes on and on. I can only put so much like in my introductions on Discord. It's like gotta keep it to a minimum. I don't need experiences. I've had enough. See, that's too much. I don't like that very much. Oh, that's too big. I don't like that either. But you know what? It's okay because let me get this in here. Wait. I have less than a minute, and I'm trying to like finish this little bit right here. Hang on, I'm not reading because I have to lock in. Get this fresh. Stipple, stipple, stipple. Stipple, stipple. Stipple, stipple. Dr. Pepper is top tier. I love Dr. Pepper. Okay, it's 10. That's a wrap. Here we are. Let me make a new layer. Add the watermark. Always watermark your stuff so people don't steal it, because people are really shitty and don't have a lot of creativity, so they'll have to steal your creativity because they losers. So add cell doodles, and then I will put that down here. Yep, there we go. Me do that. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. That's a wrap. Are you done streaming? It's been 2 hours. That's like my time frame, so I don't get burnt out and cause myself to have back pain. Tomorrow, I'm not too sure yet what I'm going to do in the Discord, but if you are not, which I'm pretty sure everyone in here is in the Discord, but if people watch it back anyway, the link should be in the description. If not, my Instagram has it. Go to my Instagram, join the Discord. We will be having a VC event tomorrow. I don't know what it is. If you guys have ideas, we can do something. If not, I'm probably going to either do a Chinese real short movie. I like those. They're really funny. And let's see. Some people were saying we should just play Phasmophobia together. If anything, we'll probably end up doing, like, depending how many people join, Roblox Phasmophobia or Jackbox or Gartic Phone. One of those options so far is what I've been pondering. But whatever people want to do, if they'll join, I'm willing to like change it so everyone can have fun together. But I just want everyone to feel included, and everyone's welcome to join. So if you're not on the server, join. Thank you so much for joining tonight. I'm going to be ending the stream here. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. May God be with you. Thank you for such a great stream. I had a lot of fun. Good night.